So what's coming up now is one of my favourites. So ball is going just where I showed you there. It's actually the sacrum area. So you're going to lie down, put it under your sacrum, and head and shoulders on the floor. All right. So this is kind of like your bridging position, but the ball is supporting. And when you lift one leg up, then the other into the tabletop, obviously the ball being there is going to be a wobble challenge. So I've gone straight up into tabletop and leg taps. If that's a little bit too much, then keep your feet on the floor and just practice lifting one up at a time. All the usual abdominal connection you want to work with there. So as you see, you don't want your back to be overarching over the ball. I've got my zip in. I have a little bit of lower back curve, which is good for my body. If you're more prone to have a deep arch in your lower back, then by all means tuck your tail. Now when those two legs go down, my aim is whee, not to let my body go with it, and you'll fall off the ball. So hands could be on your hips to feel, but I would keep your elbows on the ground. As soon as those arms come up, you're more balanced, your balance is more challenged. Here I've got hip circles, so my legs go up, they go away, still the belly goes on stronger there, legs open round. Feet stay together, feet could go separate. This is more like a diamond frog. And so hip mobilization with an extra balance challenge for your core. Head and shoulders nice and relaxed on the ground as best you can. And let your breath exhale, typically as you go away, inhale to come in. One leg down, one leg stays up. So this is a shoulder bridge. If you see, if I take my hands away, my back stays still, that leg goes up and down. I could flex up, point down, or vice versa. Simply, I'm getting a good stretch in the back of the leg when it's up, and the leg that's supporting me, again, having to challenge a little bit more being on the ball. Can the legs to change. Okay, stretch and down. So reach out. So it's hip movement without letting that back overarch or arch at all as you're moving the leg through the hip joint. Okay, both legs come back down, and this time I'm going to go back to the first leg. I'm going to move that leg away from me, whee, without falling off. So that's the aim. Move the right leg away and keep the left hip, keep the pelvis still, and it's just the leg moving away from your body. Big challenge to rotational stability on this ball. Play with your arms. Pressing one shoulder into the ground might be more useful for you, or maybe the other. Again, so much of movement like this is exploration. Where's your body at? My right leg looks like it's moving slightly, so I would be good to press into the inside leg on my right side, which would help me get a bit more balanced. And same as before, not letting your body follow the ball. Two legs come up. We come into a scissor. If that's a bit too much, you can do slightly bent knees like I've just done there. So it's kind of walking-ish, reciprocal movement of the legs. If I go straighter legs and flexed feet without those toes doing so much, I get a good hamstring stretch going in on it. Bicycle is the confusing move and glorious move. So give it a go, reverse it. If you're on the course, we'll go through that. If you're just watching this, just bicycle your legs around and enjoy the freedom in your hip joint. Big leg circles, two leg circles, so they open, great groin stretch. As your legs move away from you, again, abdominals on. And then there I'm showing you just one leg open instead of the two. Again, similar to the one we did with the bent leg. Okay, goes down around the other way. See, my range is not huge, because if it was much more than it is right now, I would probably end up losing my spine connection into the ball, which I'm really focusing on hip joint movement as opposed to in the pelvis go. This is windmill, so it goes scissor, scissor, and circle around again. Pelvis quiet on the ball. So awesome, awesome, awesome move for the hip joint. And fun with balance. Again, if you took your hands up off the floor, you're going to notice yourself wobbling a little bit more, which is always good for our inner system to kick in. Bridge to finish is just really lovely because over the ball, I'm going to create arch and tuck. So it's a pelvic tilt, but with the ball, I kind of push the ball away and then roll the ball underneath me. It totally helps the pelvis get the feeling of moving, which would be the start of many of your rollover, inversion moves, and bridging if the ball wasn't there. My arms are out the way just so you can see what I'm up to, and then I can swing my hips around, get a bit of salsa going on while horizontal. Can I say that? But movement, let your body move, and when you take that ball away and put your body down, your lower back feels glorious. Enjoy. It's a really, really, really great feeling to be on the ball this way.